Hi, what's up everyone? Darren again from Fast Track Property. Hasn't it been an exciting start of the year? With the mega launch of Momentum Park kicking off the start of the year with over 30% sold, and this weekend, the highly anticipated launch of the luxury project, the Reef at Keppel, pricing from 2100 PSF onwards. All eyes will be watching them this weekend on how the sales number will turn out. But that's a video for another time. For today, let's discuss about the majority of Singaporeans' real estate ownership, and you guessed it, that is the HDB market. What is the possible outlook of the HDB market this year? What we can expect in terms of its price movement? And what are some of the possible solutions for each and every one of us?
Take a look at HDB performances over the past 2 years, right? You have HDB website here. Let's take just a look at the resale applications registered for the year. So this shows you the number of transactions for the entire year. For 2018, we did 23,000. Right, 2019 we did 23,700. So it hovers around there for the past 2 years. I'll like you to take note that the 4 and 5 room has always been the favorite, hovering around 9,000 and 5,000, right, around this area. Okay, but in 2020 it was just exciting because everything just went up. We hit and almost did 25,000 transactions, right? And the 4 and 5 room has actually surpassed hitting 10,000 and 6,000 over units. Alright, so this is one of the reasons with the increased demand in this in the HDB market. Therefore, the resale price index has actually gone up. Let's take a look at the resale price index. Alright, here you see that for 2019, after deducting the 0.3, 0.2, we only did a 0.1 increase in the price index, but there was a huge jump in the third quarter of 2020, and then another huge jump of 3.1% in the fourth quarter of 2020. It brought the overall index up to 4.9% in the year 2020. Right, so it will then translate to the graph. It looks like that. Right, it has been flat since 2014, early 2014, because of the announcement of the MSR that was back in 2013. So it was actually trending down. It was flat for almost 6 years now, and late last year it suddenly had a spike up. Right, this is very exciting because for all of you HDB dwellers today, okay, you can actually sell at a better price today. All right, I'll go more into about these numbers again later. As for now, let's look at, for all of you who are eligible for BTOs, what can you expect to see the BTO frame this year, right? So for last year, in a normal sense, HDB will always have 4 exercises, right? But last year they only had 3 exercises, releasing 16 over 1,000 BTO flats. For those of you who got it, congratulations. Not easy to get, right? Okay, and for this year they're looking to launch 17,000 units if things are the way the HDB wants it to be. They could recalibrate, as what they stated over here by Desmond Lee. They could change the supply if necessary. But let's just take a look at what is in store in the BTO site, what you can expect to get here. In fact, next month you can actually apply already in non-matured towns such as Bukit Batok, Tengah area, right? You have Kallang Whampoa and Toa Payoh. And in May 2021, you have Tengah, Woodlands, Bukit Merah, and Geylang. Okay, what I want to look at actually is more on this area, Toa Payoh area. I'm quite excited for this area. We are being offered 1,200 units, ranging from 3 room, 4 room, and 5 room. Now, where is these places, right? I put this map out there. You see that this is where the Bartley MRT station is. So this is a Bidadari area. For those of you who are not familiar, this is where Woodleigh residence is, right? This is a mixed commercial site over here. This is Park Colonial. It's another new launch that was launched in 2018. So these are the 3 sites, right? Here you have 3 and 4 room, 4 and 5 room, and here at the bottom you have 4 and 5 room. So it's a very good location. I just put this out in a street directory for you to have a better view of it. Okay, so this is where we are. Yeah, this is Bartley MRT station. So this is one which is not too bad. I think in future you are able to easily rent this place out. It is one of the nearest plots of land, right, nearest to the MRT station. Then you have Mount Vernon area. Okay, for all of you who know this area, you know what I mean. Okay, I don't think there's a need to be superstitious about it. If you can get this plot of land, I think it's so good. But to me, I would really like this plot of land if you can get it, because you not just the MRT station, right? It's just one stop away, but you have amenities around you because you have a shopping center that's going to be available in the next few years, which is the Woodley Mall, right? So for all of you who are eligible and can get, do expect a lot of competition in this area. All right, it's, to me, it's like almost striking the lottery, right? And if you have a good queue number, go for it. But do note that this is it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be quite expensive. So I hope your MSI and TDSR, you'll be eligible for it. All right.
So where are we heading possibly? For the resale market, because of the long wait, and I think prices are going and most likely to increase this year, right? It looks like we're going to head down the path of COV for this year at least. And I say this because of 3 reasons and that I have witnessed last year. For the first group, it is the younger generation. To them, because of the present situation, there is a longer wait needed to get their new flat, and after adding in their MOP period, it's going to be a good 9 to 10 years. Therefore, they're heading towards the resale market. The next group are the people aged 50 to 54, 50 to 59. You can look at the chart over here. There is a total of 600,000 individuals, and if you just take half of this to make it a household unit, there will be 300,000 households looking to downgrade, right? And they come in the form of downgraders planning for their retirement. And with the present private property prices, it really makes sense for them to cash out, right? They sell high and they buy high, and for them it's fine because it is just a transfer of money from their buyer to their next house. Okay? The third group are the families who wishes to always own a HDB as a safety net, but at the same time, they also aspires to own a private property. But at the present moment, they do not want to come up with a huge down payment because of the LTV, and also there is the issue of the ABSD. This group of buyers are coming from properties that just MOP'd, right? And for them, they're sitting on good profits, using these to buy another HDB property under a single name, and planning only to buy a private property after 5 years. So they will still own 2 properties, right? Okay. For me, amongst these 3 groups, the saddest group is the first-time buyers. Because for the other 2, they're just using profits to purchase, right? Therefore, because if you are competing with them, their COV will be more elastic. And guys, if you haven't done so, help me by smashing that like button and subscribing. Thank you. So moving on, what then should you do? For the first timers, please plan well ahead, right? Do not make the same mistake of buying because of emotions. Plan for the longer term. Go for the BTO if you have the age to sacrifice, but please buy just under one person's name. And if the MSR does not work in your favor and you really need to use both names, buy into an estate where you know at least you can enjoy good profits upon MOP. And at that point in time, at least you will enjoy more options to choose from for you, right, for your next move. And for those of you who are not eligible for BTO, or you are just getting frustrated after all the chances you tried and you couldn't get right, and you really wanted to get your hands and move into the resale market, too bad, right? Suck it up. You're entering a market where there are lions and tigers who have more teeth than you. The first thing you got to do is to engage a salesperson who is on your side, all right? And I say this not just because I'm a salesperson, but because in reality, all of us representing the sellers, they would rather prefer to work with another salesperson. And if you're already in your search midway, you have realized that you have lost a couple of units already, right? And after engaging the correct salesperson, again, buy under one name. And because you're entering on a much higher entry price, this HDB has to be held for the longer term, at least, to me, a 10-year time frame. And because you have paid such a high entry price, the COV, the renovations, please use the real estate hack for the first 5 years and start to collect rental. This will heavily subsidize your property and improve your lifestyle. Therefore, the location that you choose to buy is very, very important. All right? I wish you all the best, and I hope this information will assist you in your planning. Till next time, take care.